is the place where real dialogue matters.
Make some noise for that sound, man.
It is time to take flight with Audio Airstrike.
And speaking of football, we have the big game coming up. And that is the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. Gentlemen, I want your predictions. The Chiefs or 49ers? Who's taking it and why? I'll start off with you.
Kansas City probably is. I don't know what to expect after last year. I don't know if anything can be more boring than last year, but I've got a gut feeling this is going to put a run for its money. I'm just in it for
boring.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling. I think. I don't know. I think that. I think Andy Reid's going to Andy Reid. I think. I think the San Francisco defense is going to show up. I don't know what Kyle Shanahan's going to do. I think Kansas City's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be exciting. I think we're going to have, after a long layoff, where we expect Kansas City to go out and score 50. I don't think we will. I don't think the offense is going to be there. And I'll love to eat my words come tomorrow at, what time is it right now? Tomorrow, like an hour from now. But I'm not overly excited for these two guys.
All right, so I'm kind of surprised that you said this is going to be boring. So you have a Kansas City Chiefs defense that's got Sammy Watkins, that's got Tyreek Hill, that's got they got all these offensive weapons. Then you look on the other side. Then you got Jimmy G, and then his offensive weapons, and then all of those schemes that are clashing each other.
Eight passes, Jimmy G. That was.
And then you have defenses. You don't know what they're going to do. You know what Suggs and that defense is going to do, and you don't know what Richard Sherman and the other defense is going to do. This is about as unpredictable as it's going to get.
You think so?
It's going to be way more exciting than last year. You want to know why? Because neither team wants to choke in the freaking Super Bowl, unlike the Rams from last year.
Well, the Rams from last year, they were like... They ran the same play the whole game. No. You know, little McVay is a prodigy all year until somebody throws a zone defense at him. Like,
here's the problem. The issue is that when I look back on last year's Super Bowl, they let Tom Brady get away with short passes that killed him. Mm-hmm. We're looking at this year's Super Bowl now. And I'm looking at a Chiefs team that's hungry, that has been to the AFC Championship game and winning. And then I look at the 49ers that haven't been there in a while. And if Jimmy G wins one, he's now the franchise star quarterback for the 49ers. There's a lot riding on this. There's a lot on the line. I don't think it's going to be boring. Brother, you must have to be jumping out of a plane if you think this thing is going to be boring. What are your thoughts on predictions?
I have the 49ers doing it. I follow the Broncos, as weird as that is, combo Lakers Broncos. And Emmanuel Sanders used to play for us. Now, one thing I do know is Emmanuel Sanders shows up in big games. Now, Jimmy G didn't throw but 8 passes last week, but he will definitely be throwing 8 to Emmanuel Sanders.
At least 15.
Yeah. He'll definitely get 15.
At least 15.
And I believe in, even though it's Kyle Shanahan's team, I believe in Mike Shanahan, a former Bronco coach, and his offense that he gave to his son. You didn't hear that from me. And,
I think talk about it. Don't hold back.
Don't hold back. I feel like if Mike Shanahan was 10 years younger, he would love the NFL now. You know, defense can't touch anybody. He'd have 3,000 yard backs in today's NFL. But I do think the 49ers will take it. I think Richard Sherman is a great leader on the defensive side. I feel like he'll bring them to the level of a Super Bowl that he had back with the Seahawks. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes is a young guy. I'd like to think that he wouldn't choke, but we don't know.
Two things we got to be, like both teams, whichever one wins, Kansas City, every all-you-can-eat buffet needs to be protected in Kansas City. every guy's girlfriend in San Francisco needs to be protected when Jimmy G is coming after them.
You're trying to make Jimmy G sound like he a thought out here, like he just slinging.
He's just saying
D around all over San Fran.
Just say, hey, baby, that's all he needs.
He got the porn stars running wild in Sunset Valley. You know,
it takes money to live in San Francisco, and he's got it, and he's